Hey guys, welcome back to Football Predictions. The international break is here, unfortunately. I advise you to stay out of it. But if you're going to be taking some games, I did my research and I have games for Thursday and Friday. I'm happy with the odds actually this weekend. And if you're a newcomer here, I advise you to bet on goals and single games. This is what we've been doing on this channel. This is what I preach always. And I provide you with the best information that I can, and then it's up to you to choose the games if you're going to be taking them or not. But guys, don't take all of the games that I advise and put them on one bet slip and then expect that you're going to win everything. And then you write down on the comments, you're like, bro, you just didn't get one game out of 5 and I lost the bet. But of course, if you've been in those, if you've been betting those single games, you would have won 4 out of 5 and made profit. So I will be preaching till this day until you guys start betting on goals and single games. Now, before we get into the whole international break and all the picks, I want to review the picks that we had on the weekend. It was a really successful one. I hope you guys won because there was a lot of goals and it was really profitable. Let's start off with the first game on Friday. Borussia against Mainz 2-2. The goal came in late. We won odds about 180, and I suggest you to check out the goal from the American defender Scali. He scored in the 90th minute. It was insane. Then Den Haag against Oss, it was 2-1. Den Haag won. We had odds 145. That went through. Then we went to the Danish league and it was disappointing. Silkeborg against Lyngby. We had BTTS, both teams to score. The game finished 5-0, and that didn't go through. And then Strasbourg against Nantes. We had Strasbourg over 1 goal. That was a refund. It finished 1-2, and Strasbourg also scored a late goal. Was really disappointed with Strasbourg again at home. Now, for Saturday, we had Inter over 1.5. That was done and dusted in the first 15 minutes. Inter was already winning 2-0. However, they drew the game 2-2. Then we had Milan, and Milan is officially on the blacklist. Once again, I take over 1.5 and they win 1-0. Of course, I understand they did their job. Maybe you would have won the bet if you took Milan to win. But once again, I lost on them. So I'm putting them on the blacklist, and they officially join Union Berlin and Celta. I think these days I'm just gonna make the whole blacklist with all the official teams that are in there, and maybe some more teams are gonna be joining the list. Then we had Ipswich Preston. I was really happy with that bet. Odds were 250 specifically for me because I took over 1. Preston scored 2 goals. They lost the game for 2, and this is the great thing about betting on goals. The team can still lose the game and you win the bet. Then for the last game, we had Mallorca over 1 goal against Valencia. The game finished 1-1. Mallorca had an early goal, then they scored again. It was cancelled, but quite disappointing because the first goal came on the 5th minute, and that was a refund. Then the Sunday was perfect. Arsenal, Man City, told you guys. Arsenal won the game. We had Arsenal over 1. It was a refund, but I expected Arsenal to win the game. As I said, they've been losing already way too many games at home against Man City. That streak was gonna get cancelled, and it happened. So yeah, congrats to Arsenal fans. I see you guys been commenting down below. First place now with the Spurs. I really hope Premier League goes to the wire this year. Then we had Marseille against Le Havre, 3-0. We had over 1.5. Marseille's getting back on track with General Gattuso. This is a team that we have to watch out for. I think we're going to be taking them in the future. Then we had Rennes against PSG, 1-3. As I said, PSG had to have a decent game. They won the game pretty easy. 1-3. Odds were 185, so congrats whoever took it. And then for the last game, the high odds, we got a refund. It was Cagliari against Roma. Finished 1-4. We're a bit lucky because Cagliari scored a late penalty even though they had a goal cancelled. And that was it. We got a refund. And one more thing I wanted to mention, because we have the blacklist and I want to have another list which is going to be called MVPs, most valuable picks so far. Since I've been doing these videos, since we've been taking the bets, Real Sociedad, Lazio and Roma are on that list, and possibly there's going to be Marseille and Borussia Mönchengladbach that will join them. But I'm going to create the list one day. Official list. And yeah, also to mention, guys, look at that. The whole weekend, if you've been taking on goals, let's start off with the Spanish league, especially on Sunday. I'm going to show you the games from Sunday. La Liga, any team that you take over 0.5 or 1.5, both teams to score, everything went through. You had 5 games, all of them went through. Then Italy also, every team scored except Salernitana. But if you were betting on Fiorentina, which I saw some of you were, yeah, that went through. Lazio, Atalanta, BTTS. I'm sure a lot of money was going on that bet. Then the French league, look at that. Only Le Havre didn't score against Marseille, but besides that, anybody you take, you would have won. And also the Premier League, 3 out of 4 games were BTTS, and it's a lot of over 1.5s. Only Man City didn't score. But guys, yeah, really profitable if you were taking goals. Now I kind of feel disappointed. We should have taken more games. We should have made more profit. But yeah, you have to be content with what you have. Also, shout out to a few people. I missed a couple of bets which I'm not happy about. That was Athletic Bilbao. One guy commented. I'm going to give a shout out, I guess, in the comment section. They won 3-0. I shouldn't have missed that game. And there were a couple of more. Anyway, so let's start off with the international picks. Teams really have to clutch up right now because there's only 3 to 4 games remaining. And let's start off with Faroe Islands against Poland. Poland are one of the most disappointing teams in Europe. They're coming off 3 straight losses away. They're currently 4th in the group. But if they win this game against Faroe Islands, they still have to play Czech Republic and Moldova. So they have to take care of business. And then they'll have a chance to qualify. Now, Faroe Islands have nothing to play for. They're terrible. And I expect Poland to win this one. They already won the first game 2-0. And I'm pretty confident in this one. The odds are about 155 for over 1.5 for Poland. And that's what we're going to be taking with our first pick. For the second pick, we've got Albania against Czech Republic. In fact, we stay in the same group. And I'm not going to lie, I did not expect Albania to be first place in the group. When the teams were drawn, I expected the first and second place to go through either Poland and Czech Republic and then Albania. But now they're first, and it's due to their home games. They've been playing really well at home. They won the last 2 games 2-0. And in fact, the only game they lost was the first one against Poland. And now if they beat Czech Republic, they're basically going to qualify. So this is a huge game for Czech Republic. They met already. They played 1-1. Czech Republic dominated that game, but Albania scored a crucial goal in the second half. You should check it out if you haven't. Bayrami scored an insane goal. And they got the huge point. But right now, I expect Czech Republic to do the same thing in Albania to get at least a point. And that's why I'm going to be taking Czech Republic over 1 goal. The odds are currently 166. So that's going to be our second pick. Now, for the third pick, I actually love this game. It's Latvia against Armenia. This is the earlier game because before all the games start. I think it's 2 hours before. And Armenia is still very much in play for the group because Croatia and Turkey are going to be playing each other. And this is a huge opportunity for them. Latvia, they lost every single game. And Armenia actually lost 0-1 to Croatia, and then they played against Turkey 1-1, so they're coming off 1 point in the last 2 games, and I'm expecting them to bounce back and to have the crucial victory here. Now, with the odds here, I'm undecided a bit because either we can go Armenia over 1 goal, which is the safer pick. The bookies are giving us 147, or Armenia over 1.5. This scares me a bit because Armenia could be content with just winning 1-0 and then they're happy with the 3 points. But I mean, for me, I think Armenia will score over 1 goal. It's just, will they score 2 goals? I'm going to go, since I'm taking single games, I'm going to go with the higher odds. I will take that Armenia will score over 1.5. Guys, if you don't have the over 1 bet, maybe I suggest you to stay out of the bet. But if you have the over 0.5, maybe if you're putting it on a multi-bet slip, I think the odds are going to be really low. But personally, I'm going to be taking over 1.5. I think Armenia are going to win this game. It's just a matter of fact if they will score 1 or more goal against a pretty bad Latvia team. Then, yeah, that's it for the 3 picks. We have last one in South America. Actually, I can consider that a Friday game because it's past midnight. Chile against Peru. Now, the thing about South America, the home teams always have the huge advantage with the crowd. The games tend to be really low scoring. So if there's, that's why the bookies are actually giving us high odds because there's so many low scoring games, unless your name is Argentina or Brazil, of course. But Chile, Peru, I bet already against Chile. I know Chile don't have great defense. Uruguay proved it to us. They won the game 3-1. And you know what? Peru is one of the 2 teams that still haven't scored in South America. And that's why I'm going to be taking Peru to score against Chile for odds. decent, of course, at 172 for Peru just to score against Chile. So that's going to be 4 picks right now, just to go really fast over them. Peru to score against Chile. Latvia, Armenia, I decided over 1.5 on Armenia, odds 217. Albania, Czech Republic over 1 goal. And Faroe Islands, Poland. Another game that I really like is Poland over 1.5 for odds 155. Yeah, now we go on to the Friday's picks. Let's start off with Netherlands against France. Netherlands are tied points with Greece currently at 9. France looks like it's going to be, well, not officially yet, but they're going to be going first place. As I've been saying before, I think this Netherlands team is overrated. I don't think their defense is that great. And I could see France easily scoring, even if France decides not to play with their starters, with their mixed group, because their second team is better than the Netherlands. But this game, it's huge for Netherlands. They have to win it, so I can also see them scoring a goal. I'm going to be taking BTTS in this one, both teams to score. I believe there's going to be goals in this game. Odds are also decent at 172. Now, stay in the same group, Ireland against Greece. As I said, huge game for Netherlands against France. The same for Greece against Ireland, who are coming off 2 straight losses away, which without scoring against France, which they played really well. They lost 1-0, and then really disappointed in performance against Netherlands. They lost 3-0. So they have to bounce back against Ireland, who have not much to play for. They're officially, they didn't yet get, eliminated, but Ireland is almost there. They only have 3 points in 5 games. So I like the odds. I like Greece to score in this one. The bookies are giving us 151, and I doubt they're going to go 3 games in a row away without scoring a goal. And Ireland is not France or Netherlands. So Greece to score, guys. I like this game. 151 odds. Now for the final pick, we've got Austria against Belgium. They're battling for first place in 5 games. They have 13 points. Belgium only conceded 1 goal, and that was against Austria. And I didn't expect this Austria side to be so elite. I mean, they dominated Sweden. I thought Austria, Sweden, and Belgium were going to be battling for the first and second spot, but Sweden is already out. And not officially, but they're basically out. And yeah, Austria won both games against Sweden by a 2-goal margin. And this Austria team is no joke. I mean, Belgium, just like Netherlands, I don't consider them to be one of the European elites. I think they had their moment already. Listen, I'm going to be riding with Austria in this one. Of course, I'm going to play the safe bet. I'm going to take over 1 goal at home. I think the odds are quite decent here at 173. And yeah, so that's going to be our final pick. We've got Austria over 1 against Belgium, and Ireland, Greece to score, and Netherlands, France, both teams to score. So that's going to be our Friday's picks. Guys, this is it for the international break. I'm going to be back for Saturday and Sunday because there's going to be the domestic league, Spanish, second division, English, and Netherlands are back. There's also going to be the French. So I'm going to be making picks from there. And maybe also, if the bookies are generous, we'll also take some international games. But yeah, as usual, comment down below which games you're going to be taking, also your own games, because I take those also. Thanks, guys. I see some of you have been cooking out there and making great predictions. And yeah, I'll be back in a few days. Bet responsibly, stay healthy, and until next one, adios.